Hey guys, and welcome on into another episode of Getting Well with Terry, free NHL picks. I'm Terry, ready to break down this Monday slate. But first, we'll start the show as we usually do, and that is taking a look at the NHL standings. We'll see what happened this weekend. Here in the Metropolitan, Carolina still has that 2-point lead over New Jersey for first place in the Metropolitan. The Rangers, I cashed with the Bruins minus 1.5 on Saturday. No more fading the Bruins for me. That worked out well. This Rangers team, and kind of like Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay and the Rangers both are not looking too well right now, both in third place in their divisions. And what looked to be all pretty much wrapped up in a bow. Now things aren't quite so sure. So we'll see what happens here. But the Rangers and especially Tampa Bay, I'd be getting ready to be concerned. Boston continues to lead the Atlantic, Toronto in second, Tampa Bay, as I said, in third. Their top line was benched after a bad performance against Buffalo, and Tampa Bay came out and had 4 shots and near the end of the second period. So this Tampa Bay team, for whatever reason, is struggling mightily right now, not playing very good hockey. When you look at what happens right below them here, the Islanders in Pittsburgh can't affect Tampa Bay being third in the Atlantic, but Buffalo and Ottawa, who are both coming in hot, both could make it into the top 3. Islanders with the top wildcard spot, Pittsburgh with the second. As I said, Buffalo and Ottawa tied with Florida and Washington, all with 68. Detroit, sellers at the deadline, will probably start to fall back here. Philadelphia, Montreal, and Columbus, the worst team in the NHL. Looking at the Central Division, Dallas with a couple huge wins this weekend. Minnesota with a dominant 3-0 shutout win against Calgary. Colorado, one of my premium plays on the site yesterday was the Seattle Kraken, and on the money line, they came through with a close overtime game. Colorado in third place there. Vegas won in Jonathan Quick's debut for Vegas. LA in second, Seattle in third in the Pacific. Wildcard spots, Edmonton, Winnipeg. Edmonton was 76, Winnipeg was 74. Nashville now ahead of Calgary, a point ahead with 3 games in hand. So Nashville, the team that's kind of supposed to be falling off here, hasn't got the message yet and continues to win games. We'll discuss them at the end of the show. And then again, after that, bottom feeders, St. Louis, Vancouver, Arizona, Anaheim, San Jose, and Chicago. This San Jose team, watch out for them because they're kind of falling down the standings quick. And I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of finish in the bottom 2 with how they've been playing. And Connor Bedard in San Jose, that would be an interesting place for him to land up. But we will bring the first game up, and I will go into the standings here, or into the chat. Morning, Terry. Morning, Tim. ... Yeah, Nick probably didn't like my explanation about the Tampa game. Nick is here. Yeah, unfortunately. No, I'm kidding. Watch out, Carolina Devils in striking range. They are, for sure. Hey, Terry. Hey, Crystal. Terry, I smashed a like. Of course you did, Richie. You always do. Preds to make the playoffs, plus 240. The issue is that they have to take one of the top teams. Obviously, they have to take one of those spots away from somebody. And even though they have games in hand, I don't think they make it. They're hot right now, but eventually it's going to fall off. Eventually. Getting into this first game here, we have Edmonton Oilers and the Buffalo Sabres. Edmonton minus 153 to minus 162. Buffalo Sabres plus 132 to plus 140. Now we see mostly 7s again. Okay. There were 7.5s. There obviously you can still get a 7.5, depending on which book you're at here. And it's interesting that we're seeing a 7.5 this year, and we've also seen a 5. So a big difference in the total there. But I can understand why this is at a 7. I could understand why it's at a 7.5. Edmonton has gone over 7.5 in 4 of their last 6 games. Buffalo has gone over 7.5 in 6 of their last 7. So both these teams are involved in very, very high scoring games lately. Edmonton 4-3 in their last 7. Buffalo 4-2 in their last 6. When it comes to a side in total, I'm passing. Buffalo 4-0-1 in the last 5 at home against Edmonton. So they played Edmonton very well in Buffalo. The last 10 meetings in Buffalo have all gone under 7.5. So these teams are playing very high-scoring hockey right now, but when they play in the past, Buffalo usually wins a lower-scoring game. I can see a lot of people on this over 7, and I could see some way where it finishes with 6. The other meeting between these two teams this year finished 4-2. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened again. For me here, Leon Draisaitl has a goal in 9 of his last 11 games, so I'm going back to him at plus 106. Tage Thompson has a goal in 4 of his last 6 games, and he is plus 135. So give me Draisaitl goal, Thompson goal, and whatever else happens. Kind of cheering here for the Buffalo Sabres, so I'll root for them to win this game. Oilers minus 140. ... Was hoping for a 7.5 to take an under. Yeah, well, depending on where you're at, you can find a 7.5. Happy Monday, Terry. Let's go. Yes to you as well, Kev. Sabres and look ahead spot. Islanders tomorrow. Tim, if your Buffalo Sabres want to make the playoffs, there shouldn't be any look ahead spots. There just shouldn't be. They have to be determined to win every game, no matter who it's against. So if they don't show up today to show up tomorrow, then they don't deserve to make the playoffs. Moving on to the next game here, San Jose Sharks, Winnipeg Jets. We have the Sharks plus 168 to plus 185. Winnipeg Jets minus 189 to minus 225. Sixes, 1-6.5 in this one. San Jose 0-4-1 in their last 5. As I said, they are starting, well, they've been pretty much playing bad hockey all year long, but they're starting to really fall down lately. 4 of their last 5 games have gone over 6.5. Winnipeg 2-6-1 in their last 9, coming off a win against Edmonton, but wins have been far and few between for the Winnipeg Jets. They've gone over 6.5 in 3 games in a row. San Jose 6-2 in their last 8 trips to Winnipeg, so they've had success in Winnipeg. While I want to take the over here, both these teams are scoring a lot right now. I really do want to take the over. And you see David Riddick in net, and you think, hey, it's not Hellebuck. Let's jump on the over. The issue is that Riddick is playing pretty well. He's not necessarily getting wins, but he's allowing 3 or less goals. So I was going to be on the over. I did originally bet the over, but I cashed out. I don't have a good feeling about this game. The only thing I did bet here is Josh Morrissey over 1.5 points at plus 176. He has been a big part of the Winnipeg offense lately, and the San Jose team gives up goals. So I'll go with Morrissey over 1.5 points, and I'll be rooting for San Jose as a fan to see if they can once again win in Winnipeg. Sabres are a lock tomorrow. Nick, ... Sharks, hopefully. Sharks team total over 2.5 and over 6. It's Riddick for Winnipeg. Yes, have you seen what Riddick has done? And that's basically not allow more than two goals. I think he's allowed 3 a couple times, but in his recent starts, it's been 0-1-2, 0-1-2, 0-1-2. So best of luck. Moving on along to the next game. Calgary Flames, Dallas Stars, Calgary plus 105 to plus 120. Dallas Stars minus 127 to minus 142. Sixes, there is 1 5.5, a couple 5.5s available in this one. Calgary continues to fall 2-5-3 in their last 10 games. Dallas 4-0-1 in their last 5, coming off a big win against the Colorado Avalanche. Calgary's had success 4-1 in the last 5 meetings between the teams. And the price is getting obviously money is coming in on Dallas, and I agree with that. Dallas money line is the play, but now if it's getting to minus 140, minus 135, getting a bit out of my price range, and I would definitely not take in regulation just because of these two teams are overtime teams. So if you can get Dallas money line at Pinnacle minus 127 or minus 130, minus 135, but I would still like it, but not once we get to minus 140 past that price. Rope Hintz has a goal in 4 of his last 5 games. He's been super hot for the Dallas Stars. Jason Robertson has an assist in 4 of his last 5 games. Those two things kind of go together. I have Robertson to get an assist at minus 108 and Rope Hintz to score at plus 186, which he's done in 4 of his last 5 games. I like the Dallas Stars here to win this game. Barabanov, anytime goal. All right. Over 5.5, not touching a side. Go Flames. Yeah, your Flames futures are dead. Sorry, Nick. Dallas Calgary draw. I could totally see it. Stars should dominate this one. Yes, they should, but we'll see. Terry. Hey, Markel, what's up? Flames win. Wow, Richie. Interesting. Flames haven't been winning a whole lot lately, and I don't like them tomorrow, obviously, in Minnesota on a back-to-back, but I don't like them here either. I have no interest in going near the Flames except to bet against them in the future. Can I get one good under? I like under. You like unders in hockey? I'm not on any unders today, so unfortunately, I can't really help you with that, even though I hate hockey. Oof. You hate hockey? Well, that sucks. Best bet for Crystal is, she's going to go to baseball. Interesting. Crystal. And she's taking the White Sox. Crystal, how could you do this? Boston Red Sox, minus 1.5. You must have a reason. Plus 105. So best of luck. I will put B here. Spring training here, regular season not too far off, so it'll be nice. Okay. 3 Canadian teams Stars struggle with. Yeah, they have recently, but luckily you're getting Calgary at its like weakest point here. Not for my Flames futures. Need Dallas to lose games. Oh yeah, well, Avalanche aren't winning the division either, so sorry. Oh, Greenway anytime goal plus 400. He's on the 4th line. Good luck with that. He basically stands around most of the game. Now, I do expect him to be motivated here coming to a new team. So if you are going to bet Greenway props, this probably is the time. But after watching him all season long, no thanks. No thanks. But we'll move on along to the next one. One of my favorite games of the day. We have the Ottawa Senators and the Chicago Blackhawks. Ottawa minus 260 to minus 280 or minus 300. Chicago plus 210 to plus 230. 6.5s right across the board in this one. Saturday was a great day for me on picks and parlays on the site. I went 7-2. And 2 of my wins were with Ottawa. I took Ottawa on the puck line and I took the over 6.5. Because Ottawa has been winning games by 2 or more, scoring 5 goals, and their totals have been going over. They've scored 5+ in 5 games in a row. They've won 5 in a row. They've won all 5 by multiple goals, and all 5 have gone over. Chicago's lost 4 in a row, so they were hot there for a bit, but that's fallen off a cliff here. They've lost by 2+ in all 4 losses. Chicago beat Ottawa earlier on in the year in Ottawa, or actually about a week or 2 ago, 4-3 in overtime. But I don't see that happening here. Ottawa's coming in here. I like them in this spot. They are just dominating whoever they play. Ottawa minus 1.5. Yeah, it's minus 115, minus 120. I don't care. I think they win by 3 or more. So I have Ottawa -1.5, a free play up on picks and parlays on the site as well. Tim Stützle, anytime goal, which he's done in 4 games in a row, which is +138. But my favorite prop of the day, yes, it's my best bet, so give it out a little bit early. Alex DeBrincat to get an assist. He's got an assist in 5 straight games, +145 for him to get an assist, so it's extremely priced wrong. And obviously he is going back to Chicago, a team that he used to play for here. I'd love to bring Cat to get an assist. I think it's an absolute great bet, especially at a +145 price. It should be more like +105, +110. So I love that play. To bring Cat, Ottawa -1.5. Terry's breakdown, player leaving Wild equals he sucks. No. Take a look at Greenway's numbers. He sucked when he played for the Wild, and he sucks leaving the Wild. Unless I see something different. Senators -1.5. I love it. Pass. Oh, interesting. Some of the games that you bet on, Nick, make me shake my head, but you'll pass a good one like this. Interesting. Best bet incoming. Yes, Richie saw my best bet. He knows what it is ahead of time. Senators trying to make the playoffs and Blackhawks tanking. Yes, exactly. I think the Senators dominate this one. What is their team total? Team total, Ottawa, 3.5 -154. I don't know what over 4.5 would be, but based on what the Senators have been doing, it's a good play. Probably very big plus money. So if you want a team total, I'd go with over 4.5 with the Sens. Moving on to the next game. We have Washington Capitals, LA Kings. Washington +125 to +135. LA Kings -145 to -163. 6.5s right across the board in this one. Washington 3-1 in their last 4, starting to win some games. It may be a little bit too late, but they're not mathematically out of it here yet. They have gone over 8.5 in 3 of their last 4. So Washington has been scoring, but has also been allowing goals. LA 4-1 in their last 5. They are gearing up for the playoffs here. 7 of the last 8 meetings in LA went under 6.5. So we have had lower scoring games when these teams have faced each other in the past. The only play for me here is Gabriel Velarde, anytime goal, +280. He has scored in 4 of his last 5 games, playing on the third line, but great value there with the +280. So I like Gabriel Velarde, anytime goal. But other than that, it's a pass. I think LA wins, a good money line parlay piece, but I won't do a -145. Anything past -135, I won't do. Kings -140. Yeah, a little out of my price range, but good parlay piece. Kings will win and leaning to the under 6.5. Yeah, I can see that as well. I agree. Just the Capitals going to an under with them, with how they've played recently, that just scares me a bit. But moving on to the final and one of the more interesting games of the night here, I think. We have the Nashville Predators, Vancouver Canucks. Nashville -102 to -110. Vancouver -108 to -115. 6s. I see 1 6.5 available in this one. Vancouver has been going under as of late. Thatcher Demko looks pretty good since returning from injury here. For the Canucks, they are 4-2-1 in their last 7, playing pretty well. Nashville 5-1 in their last 6, also playing pretty well. I almost pulled the trigger on Nashville in this one. I don't know. Something is keeping me off from pulling the trigger. Both these teams are playing well right now. I think Nashville might be a heavy bet side here, which is with how they've been playing, but I don't really have a good feeling about this game, so it's ultimately a pass, but a very big lean with the Predators here for me. Dallas Stars win. Hey, I hope so. Predators money line and over 6. Yeah, lean with the Preds money line. Over 6, I don't know. I don't know. Not with how Demko has played his last few games. But we'll take a look at what happened on Friday as we get to the best bet segment here. For me, New Jersey money line, Doss or Mercer anytime goal. Mercer scored, but New Jersey lost in the shootout against Vegas, so that was a heartbreaker for me. Winnipeg and Montreal both in reg, did not cash for ISX. Mercer scored for Richie, but McDavid's goal scoring streak ended. Denver Nuggets won by way more than 5 for Tim. Kev went with the Golden State and Vegas under parlay. Unfortunately, Vegas game finished 4-3. Jarvis did not score for Toby. Over did not happen for Crystal. I think it finished 4-2, so very close. The Ducks won for Melissa. Captain Bry at Vegas plus 1.5, and Eichel to get a point cashed. And then Ziegler at Winnipeg and the under. Unfortunately, neither cashed. Looking at the standings for March, they're pretty rough so far, but it is only the 6th day of the month. Lots of days, but most of us here having a rough go. So it's not like it's just one or two of us. It is most of us right now. So we will see what happens as we go along here over the next few days. And for me, as I said earlier, Alex DeBrincat over half an assist here at plus 145 in his old home, Chicago. Crystal is going with MLB preseason game, Boston Red Sox minus 1.5 here. Tim is going to go with South Alabama money line plus 115. I'm going to assume that is college basketball. Oh, it's college baseball. You haven't given any college baseball picks, Tim. College basketball. Nick is going to go with a 2-team parlay as his best bet. Wow. Mr. Earl. I thought Earl Sports Bets doesn't condone parlays. Edmonton money line plus Los Angeles money line plus 181 for Mr. Earl. Good luck today, Terry, to you as well, Kev. Good luck to you as well. I'm not in last yet. Yes, plenty of time for you to get there. Best bet for Richie is going to be Stutzel. Okay, Stutzel. Okay. Stutzel plus hints anytime goals on both of those. So I like it. And I'll get you the best odds afterwards. It is basketball. Okay, no problem. Just taking big plus money stabs. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Yes, Nick put the Oilers in as his best bet. So Buffalo will win. There you go, Tim. I'm getting out of last. You're not really in last. I think there's like 6 of us tied for last. So it's all good. Best bet for Rich H is going to be Ottawa team total over 3.5 plus. Oh, interesting. That's a very interesting one. Chicago team total under 3.5. It's 120. Ooh, I like that. That's very interesting. I like that. ESB still does not condone parlays. Okay, just so everyone knows. Thanks, Terry. No problem, Richie. Best of luck, peeps. Yes, best of luck, everybody. If you want to put your best bet in, feel free. We're a few days into the month, but it's still anyone's game. So anybody watching that wants to put your best bet in, put it in the comments on the YouTube video after the video is done. Best of luck to everybody on your bets today. Let's all make some money, and we'll see you again tomorrow for another episode. Get it well with Terry, free NHL picks. Best of luck, guys.